I want to thank you for joining me today. Doing an interview for KingofNightclubs.com. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good, good. And who do you have on the side of you?
This, the what? Oh, that's my dad.
That's your father.
Yep.
Yeah. And Matt, nice to meet you, and I appreciate you helping out putting this whole interview together and talking with Tanner today.
No problem. Glad to do it.
And here I have Tanner. I haven't introduced you, but Tanner, this is my 9-year-old son, Joshua.
Hey,
Hi,
nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too.
So today we just want to talk to you about your life, and you're an aspiring DJ, and I just want to give me an insight on your life up until the point you decided to want to become a DJ. You're 16 years old now, and when did you start DJing, and what made you want to DJ?
Well, last year I really started to like dubstep. Got into the dubstep scene with Alex and everybody, and I wanted to become a DJ last year for sure. But I've been wanting for a long time to be involved in live music. We went on a cruise, and that was one of the classes that I chose was how to make electronic music, and I really liked it. So that's kind of what inspired me to become a DJ.
Nice. And recently you were actually in Las Vegas. How did that all come about? You were DJing. I read the story, and I talked to Landon, actually, that set me and you up together to do this interview. How did that come about of you actually DJing at Rehab, which is amazing because not many people are, there's not open access to be able to DJ at a pool party like that. So that's pretty awesome that you're able to actually get in there and do that.
Yeah.
How did that come about? And
I did that.
That was a lot of work on my end, and Tanner knows some of it, but I'll help with fill in the gaps with that.
Oh, please do.
It really came about because of a mutual friend here in Denver who happens to be Landon Mashup King's brother, who heard about Tanner's story through his boss, and sent me a message on Facebook and said, "Hey, my brother's a DJ in Vegas, and I know your son is trying to achieve these big dreams of playing big stages as a DJ." And one thing really led to another, and I contacted Landon. He got going on it with Hard Rock, and really a bunch of people came together to make that happen. Once Landon got going, we had a lot of the management at Hard Rock that got moving through it. And so Tanner's part in that was mostly, he knew about it, but it came together so quickly he didn't know about all the details, except he was going to Vegas, and he was pumped about it. You can take it from there.
I was.
Yeah.
So what did you how did you feel when you heard about the news?
I thought it was the awesomest news I've ever heard because I've always wanted to go to Vegas, and I've always wanted to DJ in Vegas to make everything better. And I got to do it, and it was awesome. Lots of lights, lots of dancing girls. It was pretty awesome.
Nice. So you were actually able to DJ for about a half hour?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Half hour, 45 minutes. Yeah, somewhere around there.
Now, before you actually got invited to do the gig at Rehab at the Hard Rock Hotel, were you actually familiar with the pool party itself, or you just kind of went in there and said, okay, what is this, and I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot?
Pretty much what you secondly said. Just let's go in here and find out what I'm doing.
And it wasn't scary at all?
Nah.
Interesting.
I didn't think so.
What's that?
I didn't think it was that scary.
No. Did they give you actual? I'm just curious to know. Did they give you a format to go by, or they just let you play whatever you want to play?
They mostly said just party music. So they said you have to play dubstep or just like trap music. They said choose the best trap and dubstep music. So
and you did just that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what happened after? Did you get to go party with some of the girls after after not in the pool party because you're underage, but did your dad go take you back in the hotel and You guys have, a couple waters with some girls, or what'd you guys do after the gig?
Yeah, what did we do? We went to hung out with Downlink and.
No, that was a different one.
Ah.
Yeah, we actually had 2 days in Vegas. He DJ'd on last Saturday, the 22nd, and then they invited us to come back to the rehab pool on Sunday for Fatboy Slim and Boys Noise who were performing. And at that point, he just hung out on the stage with lots of pretty girls and with DJs, and we just sat up on the stage and watched the crowd go crazy. Pretty much, it was good.
It was good.
What'd you like about that?
I liked the girls and
Go ahead and be honest.
I like the girls. I like being upstage. I like the flashing lights being in my eyes. That was pretty cool.
That's cool. What is it actually? How do you feel when you're DJing? When a crowd like that?
I don't know. I just feel free since it's like music I kind of go to make myself feel better. So
yeah.
So I just feel really good.
Cool. What I think my son had an actual question for you. He wanted to ask you. Did you want to ask him? Make sure you speak up so they can hear you.
What was DJing in your life?
Hold on. How is it? Or
yeah, he wants to know. He's curious to know what it's like. Being a DJ.
It's really fun. You meet really interesting people. Meet interesting people. You get to learn some cool things about how to DJ and how to do all those things. And you have to learn. You have to be able to keep beat.
What about the girls?
Oh, and there's a lot of girls. That's a big bonus.
Yeah, he likes girls. He's only 9.
Big bonus for that.
Yeah.
Trying to teach him a little bit myself. So we talked about. We'll get more into your DJing stuff. What's inspiring to me is the battle against cancer, and your brain tumor. Your dad mentioned last night that Matt. What was the word that you said? You go into a mission. Last time it was 8 years ago.
Yeah, he was in remission, which means
remission. Okay.
Yeah, the tumor was gone. It was treated. It disappeared, and for 8 years he was really healthy. Up until he was almost 16, and then it came back. It's just a tumor he has now that can't be operated on. It can't be treated very well. So at this point, he's just dealing with all the effects of it.
Well, it could be treated with chemo.
Yeah, it was treated some with a little bit of chemo and some radiation, but it really didn't do anything to change it.
Well, okay. And are you familiar? Do you educate yourself with this situation that you're in, Tanner? Do you know about it? And
I do know all about it. I do know that there's no surgery you can do for it, and that's basically all I know.
So I'm just curious. I didn't ask your dad last night, but were you born with this situation, or did this evolve over time when you were a child and it got worse and you guys found out later?
I think I might have been born with it, and we just figured out about it when I was 2 years old. The doctors in Texas always said I had an ear infection or something, so that's how we ended up here. And the doctors here immediately told us that it was not an ear infection. I was pretty much messed up. And that's when we went to the hospital and found out. And that was when I was 2.
Oh, okay. So you've actually been fighting this since you were 2 years old?
Yep. Not the glioblastoma, the ependymoma.
Yeah, not the most recent one. He's had 2 different types of tumors. The first one, he's quoting medical language to you, but he had one at first that, the one that was there for a long time, and then the new one that came back a year ago was a kind of a hybrid of the first tumor and a new type of tumor that's very aggressive.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Are you do you? I know some people, I read about it. When people have cancer, they have disorders that that ultimately affect your life as it is like what it's doing to you. Have you reached out to like inspire other children, younger kids maybe that maybe have cancer or maybe your situation and talk to them and try to inspire them?
Yeah.
Tell them what you've done.
Oh, what have I done?
I remember you were an ambassador.
Oh yeah, I've been an ambassador when I was really younger for a children's hospital. And what did I do there? Like, I don't know what the ambassadors do.
Yeah, what he did, that was quite a while ago. But he represented kids that were sick, but also helped other kids, talked to them, talked to their parents, got to know them. And more recently, I mean, I will just say this because Tanner's not hearing you all that well, I don't think. But
I'm hearing, just I'm not quite getting.
Tell them about other DJs that have come up to you, young kids who've seen you DJ.
Oh, other kids have asked me for their autographs. Kids look up to me since I'm only 16 years old and DJ like good DJs they've heard at other places. So kids look up to me and also look up since I'm dealing with all this stuff. They are like, wow, you are a great DJ for what all this is happening.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you plan on or want to do anything else to inspire people other than maybe learning about, what they have and what they're dealing with and being a DJ, or do you have any aspirations in life that you want to do, and you have a bucket list?
Well, I can't skydive.
Because of the cancer, you can't?
Yeah, I can't.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
Do you have anything else you want to do? I know his big deal for him was DJing in Vegas. I mean, that was really near the top. But I mean, is anything else that you feel like you need to do, want to do?
No.
No?
Not really.
You've been to Vegas. What else is there to do?
That is true. That is true.
Been to everywhere in the world.
He's still trying to DJ as much as he can, still, even though it's harder and harder for him. But I'm seeing him, he's still pushing himself. Like today at Beatport, he'll be DJing there with some world-class DJs, and he's really, again, pushing himself even through being really sick and really tired.
Can't wait for that.
Good.
Yeah. Actually, I'm glad you brought that up, Matt. I want to talk to you more about the gig. It is 1:45 your time, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And you guys are in Denver. Tanner, you have actually a DJ gig that you're doing on beatport.com, which is a huge website for the EDM community. Tell me more about that.
I am really excited. I remember learning about that website when I got into DJing and learning about Tractor and everything, and I've always wanted to play on their sites because I know they broadcast on there. So I've always wanted to DJ on their site, and it looks like I get to finally. So
that's awesome.
I'm really excited.
Are they giving you open format to play whatever you want there? Or?
They told me last night that I need to play trap and then a little bit of dubstep. They said keep it upbeat.
Yeah, they didn't give him. I've been the communicator. They didn't give him.
They didn't give me that many.
They didn't give him format. They said what's he like to play, and he said trap and dubstep, and they said that's great, and that was pretty much it. So they were real open about it.
Very cool. Hey, Tanner, I don't know much, and it may sound funny that I don't know much about it, but trap music. I haven't really educated myself on what trap music is. What exactly is it? And
it's pretty much just a bunch of hi-hat hits and snare drum hits, like in a weird combination. Like I don't know, like the one is usually a snare. The 2 and the 3 are usually hi-hat. Hi-hat, and then it's just weird and different patterns with the snare and the hi-hat, and that's pretty much what it is.
So it's pretty similar to dubstep. It's just a different type. It's a different form of dubstep.
Yeah.
Now, does trap music? Correct me if I'm wrong. But does trap music actually have rap in it?
Some does, but
Okay.
some don't. Some does and some doesn't. The only thing that makes trap is the drums and the hi-hat.
Okay. Well, speaking of music, what's your favorite type of music when you're not DJing?
When I'm not DJing, my favorite type of music is rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite band?
I love Slipknot.
Slipknot.
Yeah.
It's more of a metal genre than rock and roll. But,
yeah. Rock and roll and metal,
they're similar.
Okay. Well, metal.
That's cool. You have any brothers or sisters?
I have one sister.
How old is your sister?
13 years old.
Very cool. So you're the older brother. Are you? Is your sister, supportive of everything that you're going through, and you guys pretty close?
No, she's usually really emotional about this. So she's always up in a room and really does not want to hear anything about this.
But she supports him as a DJ. She carries his backpack usually for him and his equipment to all of his gigs.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So she does help out quite a bit.
Well, Tanner, I don't know your sister, but women are generally just emotional species.
Yeah. That would explain.
Do you have, speaking of girls, do you have a girlfriend?
No, but there's not a lot of hot girls in my school. I need to
That's why you DJ, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
I've met a lot of hot girls DJ.
And then no dates, nothing?
No. Not yet.
Well, you'll get there. You're getting all this publicity, and your story's being heard by a lot of people, and combining it with DJing, there's gotta be girls climbing down your wall soon.
Yep.
So as far as what other DJ, do you have any other DJ gigs that you have coming up that you have scheduled besides beatport.com today at, I want to say Pacific Standard Time? It starts at 2:00 today on Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah, it's 4:00 Mountain Time, 3:00 Pacific Time, actually. Yeah. Do you have any other DJ gigs coming up?
I don't know.
Remember the fireworks one?
Oh yeah, I am also. Is that for a rock game or?
It's for Rapids.
Oh yeah, I'm opening up. Well, I'm DJing for the fireworks. For the 4th of July Rapids game.
Yeah.
So that's gotta be fun.
What's that about? Tell me about that.
The Rapids is the soccer team here. So the Colorado soccer team. I get a DJ for their 4th of July fireworks.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So that's gotta be pretty sweet.
It's an audience of over 15,000 people in a soccer arena.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it's pretty big.
Do you actually acknowledge the level of where, such short term of your DJ career, but do you acknowledge like what it's like actually DJing in these big gigs? And like beatport.com is huge.
Yeah.
DJing in front of 15,000 people. I mean, you seem kind of like cool and chill and not, I'm ready for it already.
I usually don't pay attention at all to the crowd at all. When usually I get on the stage, I'm only focused on my laptop, so right. I usually am oblivious to everything else that goes around. So, I don't know. I just focus in on my computer and don't worry about anybody else.
That's cool. And with all this DJing and us being here today at an interview, Landon, how do you know Landon?
How do I know Landon?
Mashup King?
Yeah.
He knows it by Mashup King.
How do I know?
Well,
how do I know?
I introduced you guys because we know his brother.
Ah.
Other people remember, and then Landon stepped up and hung out with you. So,
okay.
And what do you think of him?
I think he's a pretty awesome guy.
Yeah. he's done a great deal for Tanner. And so again, Tanner doesn't know a whole lot about how all this was set up. It just kind of happened fast, and he showed up in Vegas, and here was Mashup King. But they really hit it off well, and Landon did a lot of the work with Tanner DJ, the hype work for him, helping him. Like Tanner said, he focuses on his music, but getting the crowd into it usually takes someone up there too doing something else. So they're a good team, actually, a really good team.
I actually, when I originally received the email from Landon, Tanner, I was telling your dad last night that your story itself is very inspiring to me, and I'm sure with a lot of other people. Yeah. But it's one of those things where we live in a city that a lot of people really don't slow down in life and think of reality in the world around them. It's what's in their world and in their bubble, because such a fast-paced life out here. So that's why your story is so inspiring to me and many others. But Landon, when he emailed me, I can tell that he feels the same way that I do about the situation. And even though that he's in this entertainment world and fast-paced lifestyle, and he's a DJ himself, he really cares about the situation, and has your best interest to tell your story and to get your story heard, and to hopefully inspire other people. So he seemed very genuine. And a lot of people in Vegas always have some type of hidden agenda and doing things, or don't really think about slowing down and helping out other people. And I really wanted to get your story out there and inspire other people, because it's incredible. Like I don't know how you do it, to be honest with you. Like I said to your dad last night, when you're not in a situation of certain things, you don't understand it. I guess until you actually are in it yourself, and you don't know. Like, I don't know if I'd be able to handle it as a father if something was to happen to him. And I commend yourself, and dealing with what you're dealing with, and having high spirits and staying positive. And the same goes for your dad. Like, I don't know how I'd be able to handle it. So I commend both of you guys being able to inspire. Stay strong, continue as if nothing's going on, and living your life the way you want to live it.
That's what they do. So,
yeah.
Well, Matt, you're married?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is the mom? She's I'm assuming that she's actively, as much as you are, in the process of his life, and fighting the cancer and all that stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Her name, Tanner's mom's name is Stephanie, and we've actually been married almost 21 years. And so, and she's a wonderful woman. She would be here with us on camera today, but she has a really bad cold. She's not feeling great. So she said, I'm staying out, so I'll just sneeze and sniffle. It's okay, Tanner. We don't have to get her. She said she was staying out. But yeah, she's Tanner's biggest advocate on many levels as well. It really is teamwork, but. We're both out here never trying to, I feel kind of bad about this media attention, because I don't want anyone to think this is an exploiting type of situation. It's not at all. I mean, this is because Tanner loves to do the DJing, and if it can inspire others, even better, especially in Vegas. I thought that was my feelings towards Vegas. I've been there a lot of times before, but never for something with my children. I've got to say, almost everyone I met was just really a great, genuine stand-up type person. And starting with Landon and the Hard Rock staff, people were seriously wanting to help. So I think that that shows a side of Vegas we don't always see or hear about.
Right. Yeah, definitely. As far as like exploiting, I feel what you're saying, and I agree. I was originally interested in, when I got the email from Landon. Like I said, it's more about, I'm inspired by Tanner, and it's about inspiring other people, not exploiting, his situation, and making it known, like, hopefully Tanner, in 15 years from now, you're DJing, you're opening up for Tiesto, or less than that. Hopefully it doesn't take 15 years, but you never know. Like, you never know with all the media and this interview. The Las Vegas Sun, the Hard Rock, whatever other publicity that you're getting, beatport.com, whatever that you get, hopefully it helps out your career too. And at the same time, inspires, other people to pursue their dreams and, you know, to never give up regardless of what's going on in their life. Because obviously, you know, something that you're fighting, you know, watching you pursue your dreams and stay positive is, you know, you can't help but to be inspired. So,
Right.
So before we end this interview, I'm just curious to know, like, do you have any words for the world? I'm gonna post this on kingofnightclubs.com, and I'll post it on my social media outlets as well. You know, the whole interview. But do you have any messages for the world? You know, for everybody out there that, you know, that's watching this.
Hold on, just loading. Oh yeah, live life to the fullest. That's all I got. Bye.
Nice, Matt. Do you have any words?
I would agree with what Tanner says. You know, living life to the fullest, and you know, just making sure you you live your life out with no regrets, and that's everyone, because you know you never know with any of us when your time is up. It's up, but it's just like not about excess, but it's about doing the things you really want to do and are passionate about. And I think Tanner's exemplified that, especially in the past year, literally in many ways teaching himself how to DJ. He had help from some great DJs here in Denver, Walt White, especially in Global DJ Academy, but he caught on and he spent hours really. So for anyone, you know, the inspirational story for any young aspiring DJs really is you've got to take the time to practice your skill. I mean, he spends 3 to 5 hours in his DJ room in our basement every day and channels himself into that. And it's really, I think, helped him fight cancer in many ways and deal with his situation. But it's just living your dreams and being passionate about something.
That's awesome. Very inspiring, Tanner.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I appreciate you both being here today with me and for this interview. And hopefully we can stay in touch, you know, throughout time, and I can, you know, hear the updates on Tanner and your gigs. And I think that you have a fan. You want to give me your fan page or Twitter or anything like that for your DJ?
Twitter is @DJ and it's DJ Seebaum on Facebook as well. DJSEEBAUM.
Okay, and then you want to put your phone number on here for all the girls, Tanner?
Yeah, sure.
We'll send that to you.
I'm just kidding. I'm sure they'll be able to contact you through social media.
Yeah.
I'll find you.
Do you hopefully want to come back out here in Vegas and DJ some other time?
Yeah, I'd love to.
And I take it Matt, your dad, is your new manager, correct?
Yeah,
I'm pretty much the manager.
much.
I have to carry his stuff along with my daughter and wife and drive him around and take him to his gigs. So I'm pretty much the contact person for him.
Right on. Well, I got your number, Matt, so we'll keep in touch.
Definitely.
Cool. All right, Tanner. Thank you again for this interview today.
No. Thanks, guys. See ya.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.